been knew that was phony, I been knew that. Bitch, I see what lonely. See little pot of red gold. Talk 9 5 to the cold, bitch.
Yo, today about to be reacting to the crazy reason 6ix9ine hates Lil Durk. Me personally, bro, I think he hates him just because simple fact. He drug his name through the dirt. And he trying to blame him for the reason why his career is on decline, or was on decline. He popping now, but he trying to blame him for a reason for a failed rap career. But let's see, bro.
Recently, 6ix9ine has had one of the biggest redemption press tours in hip-hop media.
Indeed.
Now, he had a recent breakout interview with Vlad TV, where Vlad paid him over $50,000 for a 4-hour interview.
Jeez,
now, 6ix9ine, despite his funny antics, is still being labeled as the biggest rat in hip-hop history. After his cooperation led to the downfall of the 9 Trey Bloods. But make no mistake about it, 6ix9ine is a proud snitch, standing on the business that he believes that his friends stole from him, kidnapped him, and slept with his baby mother, which ultimately broke the code and was a sign of disloyalty. Now, 6ix9ine will link up Trapper Ross and speak on his issues with King Von as well as Lil Durk, who annihilated 6ix9ine for telling when the news first broke, and 6ix9ine didn't like that. He sort of wanted Lil Durk and Von, since they were from Chicago, to turn a blind eye to the New York politics. And although he won't admit it, he knows that real gangsters like Durk, who appeared on Drake's song Laugh Now Cry Later saying, "Please do not play that little boy in the club because we don't listen to rats," severely hurt his reputation, doing irreparable damage. Now, 6ix9ine, who was quite delusional,
bro, but it's like, you did what you did. Cool. That's what comes with the consequences to your actions. You know what I'm saying? He does a great job at wearing his snitch jacket. I definitely agree with 6ix9ine on they selected politicking, or they picking and choosing, because Young Thug definitely was up in there singing, but they turned a blind eye to it. Why they couldn't turn a blind eye to 6ix9ine? See, this is why the streets ain't cool, bro. They pick and choose. You know what I'm saying?
Thoughts of King Von, allegedly having 7 bodies under his belt, and he never got caught. And if he really feared him.
So, all right, you just said something crazy to me, okay? Yeah. You said that you felt like when King Von spoke on your situation and your case and kind of hated on you, that wasn't gangster, that wasn't respectable. It made you stop respecting his gangster because he's speaking on some stuff he not
No,
involved
I
in.
knew he wasn't a gangster. You know what I mean? Because you just want to be like you got to understand, I've been around real killers, real gangsters. We not going to go and see some shit that happened in, we from New York. Say rap a lot, right? In Texas, like, remember, we just address shit like that happened to us, we retaliate. But say we're from New York, if something happens in Texas, we're not gonna go opinion on it because I'm gonna do with us.
Yeah.
Now, 6ix9ine is 25% right and 75% wrong, and let me explain why he is wrong. Now, 6ix9ine is quite butthurt because King Von and Lil Durk had an opinion about what he did, which was snitching what was telling. Now, whether you believe what 6ix9ine did was right or wrong, the average person in that situation, especially if someone backstabbed them, would definitely snitch. But 6ix9ine is wrong.
But guess what? He's not an average person. I guess with the street politics, I'm not a street nigga. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be by myself than hanging with a group of niggas that could possibly slime me out, or, you know what I'm saying, just talk behind my back, or just come with some type of ill intention. I tried it before. I'm never doing it again. But no, bro. Like I was saying, bro. You knew what came with that shit when you signed up for it. Therefore, don't sit around complaining when the consequences to your actions come to bite you in the ass. You know, that's just the way I see it, though. You know, even though he wears his jacket well.
Because he's essentially saying that he doesn't believe that King Von is a killer because King Von got killed and he wasn't afraid of him. Now, that's a bold-faced lie. Now, if you look back in 2018, 6ix9ine went to O Block with some goons at 5 a.m. in the morning for 20 seconds because he was scared. O Block is one of the most notorious hoods in all of America, not
nobody
Chicago.
outside.
And he knows if he were to be there in the daytime, especially with the shit that he was talking about Chicago, people would try and kill him. So for you to say that you don't believe King Von was a killer because he got killed out of state, we know King Von kind of slipped up. This is the first time that King Von didn't use the pistol, wasn't toning that iron, wasn't slanging that iron, and actually resulted to his fist because he felt he could beat Quandarano up, to which he was. But Lil Tim, riding up for his mans, had to be the finisher and annihilate.
R.I.P. King Von, man. It shouldn't have went down like that. But if he wasn't so hot-headed, he'd still be alive right now. R.I.P. I'm sad that in America.
Now, 6ix9ine is essentially taking credit for another man's action. Well, I don't believe he's tough because he killed him. But you didn't do anything.
Don't all rap dudes do that, though? Like, everybody in that area does that. Get back for your mans. We did this to your mans. Ha da 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 da. we smoking on your mans, but they didn't have nothing to do with it. It's just they all do it.
You can see two wolves and two tigers going back and forth, but you're gonna call one of them soft because one of them lost. But they're both tough. They're both demons. Like it's like you could be a puppet on the side, or should I say a dog on the side, watching two bears go at it. But let me guess, the brown bear lost because the black bear didn't kill him, or the black bear killed him. It's like you can't really have that perspective. It's not fair. Now 6ix9ine and Trapper Ross will speak on the nature of the King Von beef and essentially what led to King Von going back and forth with 6ix9ine and what led him going back with YoungBoy. Hold on. 97% of you guys watching this video are not subscribed. Now look, man,
boy.
I
I'm
like making the
subscribed.
content,
You know
you
what
like
I'm
watching
saying?
the content.
Shout
Do me a
out to
favor, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Helps you grow a lot, and I'm trying to keep it going, man. Subscribe.
I'm subscribed.
Smart
Hey
factors
man,
know
I'm gonna get
something
an
most
ad block
people
when I get
miss.
monetized.
Get your
Don't worry
domain
about
name
it. 2
even
ads
if
back to
you're
back
not
is
ready to
wild
launch
though.
your business. With
Let's go.
When King Von says something, it's like you're from the Midwest of Chicago. Why you have an opinion? All right, cool. So my answer to your question, I never believed he was a gangster ever because it's just like you know what I mean? Like you see when he took that gangster shit out of Chicago and tried to apply it in Atlanta, what happened? That gangster in Chicago, to keep that energy for in Chicago, you know how to move up in your home city, in your town. Come out here acting stupid, foolish. Come here act dumb. Cross state lines
This
with
man's
that.
tattoos
It's
is
different.
crazy. Like he just got a sleeve full of what's this called? It's like something that you'll use for clouds or bro, what is it called? It's something, bro, but that's crazy. That's just a waste of
Rules.
space.
You're not gonna walk
He
in
just inked
down
his
try
body
to
for
punch
no
him in their
reason.
face. Think everybody gonna be scared.
got jigs.
Not scared. He got man
He
down.
got jigsaw throat. This is crazy. You got
In front of everybody.
Now 6ix9ine will continue to point the finger, and him and Ross would particularly speak on the underlying issues that led to King Von beefing with NBA YoungBoy over his baby mother Jania, and over YoungBoy saying in the song for Giotto, gripping over 7 bodies,
Can't
top it
breathe.
over 7 gone. Then I'm have to add 3. Then I have to count on my toes. Where essentially he's alluding to him having 7 bodies, but King Von took that really personally because listen, I really have 7 bodies, and he's lying about it in his music. Now YoungBoy, does he have bodies? We'll never know. But King Von, of course, is confirmed to have bodies, and he felt people were playing with his name, which led to this.
So do you not believe the rumors that he had 7 bodies?
I don't care.
No,
Because
but
why
I'm
don't
asking
got
you-
nothing to
I'm asking
do?
your opinion, like.
Oh, it could be true. I don't believe they true.
You think it's cap?
Yeah, my thing is, even if they true, it's not. I'm not gonna make me be like, damn, you got somebody, huh? You're ass. I don't give. You're dead now. So what does that matter?
I mean,
I'm saying, what does that matter?
I feel like it matters though because it's like not many people. I'm not saying it's cool and respectable to have killed a bunch of people,
Yeah.
but basically, as far as it goes, as far as being a gangster in the gang war in Chicago, Brad, the name of the game is you're trying to get as many bodies as possible, right?
Now, unfortunately,
No,
a lot of things
I
that
mean
6ix9ine
that's where a lot of people get it misconstrued at. It's supposed to be you're supposed to get as much money as you can and get out, but people get money and hug they block that they renting on. You know, it's all backwards. It's all a trap set by the government, but we'll never know.
in this clip was actually very true because King Von essentially way was clout chasing off YoungBoy. YoungBoy was the hottest artist in the entire America, not just in Louisiana, not just in Chicago, in the entire world. And YoungBoy had the streets to him. But King Von felt that YoungBoy wasn't as certified as a street ninja as he was because he had real life murders under his belt, but he just didn't have the rap
got
stature
rap
like
in
NBA
your
YoungBoy.
cap.
Now, essentially, which is also very true,
You got cap
that
in your
gangster
rap.
bravado of I'm the one, no one can touch me, I'm the biggest Don, rah, 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 is essential led to King Von's demise in Atlanta. Now, 6ix9ine is a prime definition of it might be the messenger, but the message is still valid. Now, if King Von didn't put his hands on Quando Rondo, King Von would still be alive to this day. Now, would he be outside in the free world making music? I can't say that because when it came to the death of FBG Duck that happened years later, it was revealed that King Von put money up on his head and paid his guys to do the hit. And those guys
Why
are
he
all
paying
serving
when he
life in
did?
prison for the murder. Now, the speculation is that the beef between King Von and YoungBoy started when YoungBoy didn't want to do a song with King Von, but more things are underlying to the story. Now, according to Trapper Ross, Von was very upset that YoungBoy allegedly said in his music that he paid for 7 bodies or alluded to it because YoungBoy never said it straight like how King Von did, and that he felt, listen, you paid for 7 bodies, I actually killed 7 people. And he was mad because he was getting the attention for something that he didn't do, and he felt he was the realest.
I feel like the politics of gangs in New York and Chicago are very different. I feel like in Chicago,
So why you have an opinion on it? If it's different,
Right, nigga,
I'm a
you're
nut.
from the UK. You're from overseas. What does your opinion mean in this situation? You understand? I guess. Oh, I'm gonna knock my mic on my hand. I guess I can have an opinion because I'm from the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? But you're from the UK. You're not from Baton Rouge. You're not from Chicago. What are you? Hey, that's just the power of the internet, bro. I ain't knocking him because he getting money off of it. But all I'm saying is, they ain't got nothing to do with you.
Why does King Von have an opinion on it if it's different?
Because this is
It's
a great
not
question.
different.
I think the reason he had such an opinion on it because he felt like I got 7 bodies. I'm the biggest gangster ever in the whole world. That's why he was pressing on Youngboy because Youngboy was rapping about he had 7 bodies, and Von was like, I've really got 7 bodies. You've faking 7 bodies. And as far as I've seen, Von really had them 7 bodies. As far as I've seen.
Okay, and where does that leave him now? Like, where's he at now?
I mean,
Where's NBA YoungBoy right now?
he on the top of the stage in front of thousands of people.
Selling out arenas every state, right?
Yeah.
Why did he come at YoungBoy? YoungBoy is from Louisiana. Why did big gangster King Von, right?
They came at Youngboy because some baby mama issues. You know, King Von hit one of his baby mamas supposedly. So then, boom, they beefing after that. That's the answer to your question. Yes, sir.
Because from what you're telling me, I don't know
tapped
this.
in a little bit.
That King Von said, yo, you acting like you got somebody, I got real bodies. You see where it got him? Going for people who's not even mentioning you, saying anything about you. You went and opened your mouth and now you're 6 feet under.
True.
It's true.
Was NBA YoungBoy, you see, bro, you can't be from Chicago having an opinion on Louisiana and that don't even know you exist.
Now, King Von was a known killer. Not to take anything away from him, but if we're being honest, the whole bravado of what made King Von interesting and why people love King Von was because he was a killer. People were intrigued that, wow, this person from Chicago who happened to actually avoid multiple bodies and first-degree murder attempts actually came out, made hit music, and he actually has real deaths and real bodies under his belt, and he never went to jail. Trust me, people love a successful criminal. Even when it came to Luigi Mangione, the guy who did the killing of that guy who was the CEO for the insurance
ladies love
thing,
this nigga, man.
he was on the run for a week, and people loved him because he did a smart crime, he stayed away from the law, and he actually was almost like the Batman of protecting the greater good of the public. People like King Von, not because he was doing something for the greater public, but because he got away with murder. Like, we couldn't prove it. Now you can, I guess, but he's already dead. But there was nothing to prove it while he was alive that he was responsible for murders.
I think the real reason that Von came at Youngboy so hard is because he knew he had 7 bodies for real, and Youngboy was on songs. He's on a song called Forgiato that was around that time they started beefing, where he said, repping off of 1 body, Top got over 7 gone. He's saying he got 7 bodies, and King Von took issue with that because he's like, no, I really got 7 bodies. You're basically saying you dropped the bag on 7 people. And so he felt like, I've got to press this line. And that's when King Von popped out with that clip. I'll show it to you in a sec,
You
where he
got
popped out and
cap
listening to
in
Youngboy
your
says, you
rap.
got cap in your raps.
Yeah.
And that's like officially when the beef publicly started. And from there, Youngboy was just like ready for Von. Back to back to back to back. Like,
So basically,
clapping back
It's not
to
like
back.
they start
basically- hold
beefing
on.
because
So basically what you
it
telling
ain't like
me-
they start beefing because you're from Louisiana, you're from Chicago, fuck you, blah, 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 pow pow. It ain't start like that, you know. It started because King Von's pride was hurt, and he feel like he deserved the recognition that Youngboy was getting. It's simple as that, bro. You gotta read it black and white sometimes.
Is that King Von felt the need to just make this song about him because NBA YoungBoy never said his name. He just said, yo, I got 7 bodies, whatever, not just 1, right? Whatever. So King Von inserted himself in something that he didn't have to.
True.
Well, yes, but he felt like he had to because he was saying like, I've really shot 7 people and murdered them.
Now, 6ix9ine's been exiled by the entire rap game for snitching. So it doesn't make any surprise, or at least surprise me, the fact why he's going so hard on King Von, someone who's dead and can't defend himself, and someone like Lil Durk who was in jail. Because when they were out and 6ix9ine had no backing, these guys were going at 6ix9ine, and he felt that he was being jumped by everyone, and he was kicked out.
He was being jumped by everyone. Let's be real, but hey, from the Young Thug situation, the streets pick and choose who they want to embrace and who they want to shame within the community. Therefore, you should just stay to yourself and go get some money, because all that no stitching stuff, it obviously doesn't apply to everybody. But hey, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, and I'm gonna catch you next in the next one. Yes, sir.